Somebody give me a team to use.
Use the No, use the Dolphins. Dolphins, yeah. Dolphins have 5 wins. They're alright. Nah, use the Browns. Use the Browns. Browns. Colts are not bad. Why are you saying that? Bills are fucking playoff contenders. What are you talking about?
Just name the teams that used to be ass. Good job, Jalen.
Name me teams that were ass like 4 years ago. Know your worth. Know yourself. Know your worth.
But where's
My
the black ones?
speak louder than my words. Yes, sir. Broadcast not in progress. You capper. Fucking capper.
I have 1 viewer, bro.
Go there. Fendi, bitch.
Fentanyl.
Okay, 105 subscribers. Yes, sir. Search your name up and do the first thing.
Because you don't have your settings, or you don't have share party audio. Actually, I might turn the microphone off. Alright, I turned off audio.
A short time ago, the Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns.
Alright, I turned off audio, bro.
I'm cutting his comment.
I turned off audio. You're not gonna hear yourself.
Is my comment?
This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's see what your comment was.
Yo, Ella, why you choose the Ravens again? Ravens K.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And an early how do you
I want to see how you play.
Bro, Jalen, I turned audio off. How many times am I gonna say it? What the fuck? Keep saying, how do you hear yourself? I turned this shit off already.
Forced out to his left. Jackson hit and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Oh yeah, Lamar. Oh my god. Yo, you got Yo, don't tell me. Don't tell me. We're trying to get this clap this shit. Ella, you know how to slide? You know how to slide? Slide. Like when you run, you slide. Isn't that L2 R2 and square? I think it's that. L2 R2 and square.
Yes, Z.
No, no.
Bro, why the fuck is my audio still on? I just said I don't want that shit.
Men at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll give it to Chubb, and he takes this one in for a Browns score. A 3-yard touchdown run, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sione Takitaki leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And this defense looking on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills?
Oh,
pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jackson now steps away to his left. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This is Ingram on first and 10. And an alley to run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson being chased out left. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Dancing to his left.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Jackson buying time to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
Check 99. Check 99. King.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 15-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Being chased out left. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. They'll try and run with Ingram. And he is not going to get to the goal line. The defense keeps him out of the end zone, and as a result, that's going to keep this game tied. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction and when they try and change direction.
Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 53 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. The electric OBJ, the short reception, and then he did the rest of the work himself.
You know, there's a thing that the players always talk about, the coaches in the league, they call it play speed. Because, you know, we have that time speed when we're running the 40s at the combine and, you know, in pro days and all of that. But play speed is different. And OBJ's play speed is some of the best in the league. In other words, when he has the ball in his hands or he's running a route, he runs it just a little bit harder than most people. And oftentimes, you come up wrong on your angles trying to tackle him.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, and now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now, they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 40 now on second down. Jackson, now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jackson steps away. He'll run it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Jackson from the shotgun. And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the 4th. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and it just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them were bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. On the draw, this is Ingram. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson on the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Jackson to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Flushed out right. It's caught by OBJ. And oh, at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. The extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. $48 for Mike. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 27 yards. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Partner, are they going to cover him? Well, that's 4 catches and the touchdown grab on that opening drive.
Well, what we're seeing so far, I believe, is their understanding that they want to go to him and often, but also they know they've got to move him around a little bit, get him into some different spots to continue to find open space to throw him the football. Otherwise, I just run 2 or 3 guys at him. They're doing a nice job of finding his way open, scheming him, as they like to say. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. And he's going to keep it here. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice for such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense. Fielded about a yard deep.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And running with power here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Now it's Ingram. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack. To throw is Jackson, buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Ingram. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Jackson forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Steps away to his left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
It was 3rd and long, so he had to figure that the defense would be coming with extra pressure. Found a way to get away. He couldn't see the imaginary yellow line on the field, but he knew exactly where it was and found his way there for a 1st down.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has gotten together and the defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Justin Ellis in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. He is going to find Hill here. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. Now, Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, you know, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Mahomes now to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And it's second down. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in Week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as the team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback has really energized that club.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Baltimore offense at the line. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And down inside the 15 he goes. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the